Yeah. Okay, let me pull this up here. All right, here we go, here we go. Okay, coming through El Monte here, eastbound on the 10, past San Anita, over towards Peck Road, and beyond Peck Road will be the 605. All right, not necessarily driving too fast, right? Something in the mid-50s in terms of speed. Okay, definitely roughly 60, maybe just below 60 miles an hour. Well, he's not driving too crazy. Okay. She. Okay. Just coming up Peck Road. Beyond. What's that? Oh no, really? Like a mental situation? Can you tell anyone in the passenger seat? Okay. Hey, Vance, go ahead. What's up, man? Yeah, Rich heard that. Yeah, you know, emotional distress is always a safe kind of thing. Yeah, coming through El Monte, Lou and Glenn, good afternoon to you. Here we go, coming to you from El Monte, the eastbound side of the 10 freeway, where the driver of this vehicle, from what we can tell, a female at this point, is continuing eastbound on the 10 freeway over towards the 605. So coming through the San Gabriel Valley here, we do understand that this pursuit started about maybe 25 minutes ago over in Mid-City, LA, along the 10 freeway here near La Brea, where apparently she clipped a CHP officer here over there off the shoulder. So at that point, the pursuit was on, and it is what you see right now. So not necessarily driving too erratically, not necessarily driving too fast. We're talking about speeds in the mid-50s, 54, 55 miles an hour, as we were hearing being reported along this 10 freeway here. So again, not driving too erratically, not driving too fast. We are now coming up on the opportunity to pick up the 605 freeway north or south. Based on this lane traffic that we're seeing here, it looks like she's going to opt to stay along the 10 freeway here. Now, we understand there may be an emotional distress component here. We don't know any of the details there, but we do know that this person's still refusing to give up at this point here. So from what we could tell, only one person was inside of the vehicle, the driver, the female here. It did not look like there was a passenger, at least not in the front seat here. So from what we can tell at this point, only one person appears to be in the vehicle, the driver, and that is kind of what we are watching right now. So as we move past the 605 freeway, we are now eastbound on the 10, past the 605, just coming up on Baldwin Park Boulevard here. So again, coming into Baldwin Park, and beyond that, we'll be hitting the Covina and West Covina. So not looking to give up at this point here. This woman, this suspect, still continuing eastbound along that 10 freeway in the number 2 lane of traffic here. Now, as I can see it, for the next 3 to 5 miles, at the very least here, traffic is going to be very light. So this woman is going to be able to continue this pursuit, at least for the foreseeable future, should she choose to. But, you know, given the opportunity to pull over safely, that is probably going to be her safest bet. But that has not happened to this point here. But what it has allowed is the CHP to move into position around here, because she's not necessarily driving too fast. You can see Rich pulling to a slightly wider shot there, and that is going to be the eastbound side of the 10, right at about Baldwin Park Boulevard here, and you can see where several units of the California Highway Patrol are basically moving into position so as not to allow her to accelerate too quickly and get away at this point here. So from what we understand, it looks like a two-door Honda Accord, and and that is all we know about the vehicle at this point. This person wanted for colliding with a CHP vehicle somewhere along the 10 freeway. Again, right at La Brea. That would have been about 25 going on 30 minutes ago here. So that's what we're going on right now. So far, this person refusing to pull over here. And again, given the fact that we have several miles of freeway that are essentially wide open at this point, she is potentially able to continue this pursuit as long as the car will hold up here, guys. Let me send it back down to you for a moment. Okay, she started. Okay. What's in front? What's in front of her? You see what's going on there? Is that SUV? You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Are they? Is it slowing her down? Yes. What kind of SUV is that? Okay. Here we go. They're slowing down. Okay, here we go, guys. Okay. Hey, Boo, Sky 5. Yeah, you know what? Rich and I have been watching this vehicle for the past several miles here, and that vehicle is actually slowing that Honda down a bit here. So if we widen out just slightly here, we can kind of see traffic starting to build behind the pursuit, and that is because traffic is just kind of starting to back up behind the pursuit here. But we believe that the driver of that SUV, I think it's a Mercedes, is definitely slowing the vehicle down behind that person there. So again, that Honda Civic, or that Honda Accord, I should say, is definitely being made to slow down. So whether there is a relationship of some sort there or a connection, we just don't know at this point. Obviously, the CHP does not want anyone to interfere in situations like this, but perhaps this gives the CHP an opportunity to react in some way positive to bring this to an end here. So you can kind of see that they are definitely slowing down. Speeds never really got any faster than about 60 miles an hour, and that's as we were monitoring it from mid-city LA through downtown and over through East LA and to where we are right now. We're just now coming up on West Covina at this point, and we just are kind of watching this vehicle slow down, moving probably somewhere in the neighborhood of about 30 to 40 miles an hour here. So now that vehicle, the vehicle that was slowing it down, the SUV, is now pulling away here, and the driver of the Honda appears to be getting off the freeway. So we'll kind of watch what's going on here. That is going to be right at Vincent Avenue here, and it looks like the driver may be looking to get off, and that is certainly some good news here. We're not talking about any erratic driving. We're not talking about excessive speeds at this point, but the driver, the suspect, the female driver that we see here, is now exiting the freeway right here at Vincent, right here at the West Covina Mall, for those of you familiar with the area here. Now moving southbound, turning southbound, and that is kind of the direction we're headed. It doesn't look like she's ready to pull over just yet, but this is something that we will be watching. We're going to lose her behind a building here for just a couple of seconds here, so let me maneuver around. Because if she is made to stop, there is a likely opportunity for the CHP to exit their vehicles and to bring this person to a closure at gunpoint here. I do have you there, 5's moving to the south side. Okay, guys, 5's holding up on the south side here, 2000. I've got everyone. Okay, West Covina Parkway. There are officers in cars on the other side of the intersection. Widen out just a touch. Okay. Okay. What? Yeah. That's fine. Uh-oh. Sunset. West Covina Parkway coming up to Sunset. What's that? Okay. This is West Covina Parkway at Sunset Avenue. Southbound. What's that? She through the intersection? Okay. Yeah, that's right. Here we go, coming to you from essentially the heart of West Covina here. This is going to be the residential area, about a mile south of the West Covina Mall. We're going to be southbound along Sunset Avenue, and now turning eastbound into a neighborhood here. So, you know what, I don't know, but perhaps an area of familiarity we will see. But again, moving southbound along Sunset Avenue, you just saw that left turn into the neighborhood here. We're just about a mile, maybe a mile and a quarter south of the 10 freeway here. So she actually got off the freeway and then proceeded westbound, almost got locked up by the West Covina Police Department, but now essentially in a neighborhood here. Now, as I see it, if she continues through certain areas of the neighborhood, she could get herself tied up in a cul-de-sac, but we'll kind of see what happens here, guys, so bear with us here. Going through the neighborhood at a very slow rate of speed here. A right turn might put her in a cul-de-sac, but continuing on, and a right turn at this bend coming up in a couple of houses. Okay, pulling over here, guys, pulling over. Okay, hang on, let's see what happens. Okay, so we did understand, and I mentioned it to you first here, there was potentially a component of emotional distress that might have been involved with this pursuit. That is something that we learned over police channels just a few minutes ago here, but we will see kind of by the body language that we can see through the windshield here if this person acts erratically or anything like that, or just kind of calmly obeys the commands of the West Covina Police Department, which did incidentally pick up the pursuit from the California Highway Patrol just on the south side of the West Covina Mall. You can see units of the West Covina Police Department out with their guns drawn, and they are prepared to try and take this person into custody. Hopefully she does so willingly and peacefully. I'll try and get a street for you here, but I believe it's going to be, hang on, Shady Dale Avenue, if I'm not mistaken here. So that's going to be right off of Sunset Avenue and Randall Way. We're in a residential area here. The driver door pops open, looks like a piece of paper or something in her left hand, and let's kind of see what happens. We'll follow through here, but it looks like initially, at any rate, she is obeying the commands of the West Covina Police Department. That is certainly going to be something that plays in her favor here. Okay, out of the vehicle. She's got a piece of paper. Okay, what is she doing here? She's holding forth a piece of paper. Officers are making the approach. Okay, and now they are taking her into custody here. Wow, my goodness, okay. Of course, a secondary team of officers is going to make the approach to the car here to see if there are any additional people in the car, suspects or kids or whatnot. But it appears that right now that doesn't seem to be the case, but officers have taken control of the suspect here. Again, this is going to be Shady Lane Avenue right at Randall Way. It's about a mile and a quarter south of the 10 freeway here where you saw this live on KTLA. That lady looks like has a few words for the officer there as he is trying to make sense of what's going on, but at any rate, they have this person in custody, and that is certainly some good news here. And guys, let me send it back down to you. Okay. Okay, I have this as hey, Desk, Sky 5, did you have something on the scrambler for us? Go ahead, what's up? I called it out, but we'll confirm it again. This is Shady Lane Avenue at Randall Way. Shady Lane Avenue at Randall Way. All right, you guys done with this thing? Okay, guys, 5 is all done. I think we're going to be out of here. Adam, thank you very much. Okay. Sure, we can do that. We're going to get a plate real quick, guys, before we go. I've got you. Thank you, brother. You got it?